Hi all, welcome to Let's Catch Up, Interact and Share, unique opportunity to engage in meaningful conversation with the seasoned professionals from various fields. These interactions are designed to foster knowledge sharing and provide actionable insights that you can apply to your personal and professional growth. Today, we are going to talk to a young entrepreneur and uncover his journey to success. Will be titled it as Spirit. Let me set the context with a quick story, the journey of a little seed named Lumi. Lumi is a tiny seed beneath towering oak tree. Lumi dreamt of every morning of becoming a tall, sturdy tree one day, and used to say, if I could grow enough to touch the sky, I could provide shade to a lot of other creatures in the forest. However, Lumi's journey was not easy. The other seeds around her had advantage of being hidden in a bountiful soil and receiving ample sunlight, while Lumi had been buried deep away from the light of the day. She every morning heard a whispers of discouragement as the wind rustled through the leaves. You will never grow, Lumi. They taunted, you too small, too far from the surface. She knew the greatness did not come from a size or a location, but the perseverance and hard work. Every day, she pushed her tiny deeper roots into the soil, drawing the nutrients, moisture, while simultaneously striving to reach the warm sunlight above. Heavy rains threatened to wash her away. Each time adversity struck, Lumi reminded herself of her dream. I am destined for more than just being a seed. She would whisper herself, I must keep pushing forward. One day, as Lumi struggled to break through the surface, she felt a surge of energy. She pushed harder than ever before, and to her surprise, she finally broke through. The warmth of the sun washed over her, and she felt full energy. But this was only the beginning. Her challenges had just transformed. As she began to grow, the dense canopy of the ancient oak cast shadow over her, blocking precious sunlight. Yet instead of giving up, Lumi learned to adapt. She stretched her leaves branches in every direction, seeking rays of the light filtering through the canopy above. She began to form relationships with the nearby plants, sharing resources and learning from their strength. With every passing season, Lumi grew taller, stronger. She thrived through the spells of by creating the network with the neighboring roots, sharing water and nutrients. Eventually, her time has come, and years passed. Lumi transformed into a magnificent maple tree. She provided shelter to birds, to a very animals, and safe haven for countless creatures seeking refuge. The little seed that once lay buried was now a symbol of strength, perseverance, and inspiration to others in the forest. Spirit, a journey of perseverance, greed, determination, and adaptation leads to a success. We'll be interacting with one such entrepreneur, Pritish Malaiya, who has built his organization from a scratch, providing services globally and dreams for more. Let me introduce you to Pritish Malaiya, a founder and director of Talentmatics and one more company known as Market Global Solutions. April 2017, he has formed a Talentmatics, the company with a vision to challenge a status quo. He has established himself as a transformative leader in the field of human resource and digital marketing. He has over a decade of experience driving talent acquisition and organizational growth across diverse sectors in both India, United States, and spreading now wings globally. In April 2017, he founded a company, Talentmatics, which is dedicated to redefining the recruitment management and business development. With offices in Pune, Dearborn, Michigan, Talentmatics has thrived over 8 years under his guidance. The company embraces the simple yet powerful mission to disrupt traditional practices and foster innovation into recruitment solutions. Talentmatics oversees a full life cycle of recruiting process and leads the development of business as well as enhancing the partnership with the managed services providers MSPs. Following the success of Talentmatics, Pritish has launched Market Global Solutions in July 2017 at Mumbai Metropolitan Region. This organization this organization provides the services into social marketing, digital marketing, brand creation, content creation, as well as a reality AR and VR experiences, public health awareness initiatives. They call it as digitally yours. Wherever they deliver the project, they are ensuring that they are able to do it at the best. His career highlights: before embarking on his entrepreneurial journey, Pritish accumulated over 10 plus years of experience into various organizations. To name a few: talent acquisition specialist at Wipro for 5 years, at Zinsar for 1 year, talent acquisition manager at AMPM Corporation for 4 years, as well as he headed the organization in North America at Dallas Fort Worth Metropex for 3 years. Extensive background in human resource has made him a profound person into talent management area, enabling him to build the high performing teams, drive organization success. Educational background: as a HR person or as a HR background person, it helped him into his entrepreneurship. So he studied out of St. Joseph Convent School and Army School before pursuing the higher education at ITM Group of Institutes, where he has done his Bachelor of Science in Computer Information System, BSCIS, and Masters of Business Administration in Human Resources. With relentless pursuit of excellence, Pritish continues to make waves in the industries which he touches, believes in relationship, customer focus as his capital, inspiring the fellow entrepreneurships and setting a new benchmark for the success in the talent acquisition area. He has received honors as a best strategy and practice in social media hiring, Emerging Company of the Year 2023, Best Staffing 2024, Top Chief Growth Officer, and Incredible Workplaces. That's Pritish for you. Hi Pritish, welcome to Let's Catch Up, Interact and Connect session. And this session especially is for the young entrepreneurs and to uncover their journey to success. What best occasion? 21st August was the Entrepreneurs Day, and today we are meeting to see that we are able to interact and get the nuances and details from your journey. So my first question to you is, can you share your entrepreneurial journey and what inspired you to start your business?
Certainly. First of all, thank you so much for giving this opportunity and talking with me on a very special day as an Entrepreneur Day. I want to greet everyone, the entrepreneurs and the budding entrepreneurs on this day. I wish for their success. So coming back to the point, I want to start this way. I come from a business family background where from last 4-5 generations I know we are into a business. In a family business, very traditional business, in various businesses. So I've seen businesses from my day one, you know.
Okay.
I've seen businesses, I have seen businesses transforming, right? So my father, my grandfather, how they used to do business. So when I came to Bombay for my studies way back in 1998, I saw a different, altogether different tangent of doing business in Mumbai.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. From a small place to a metropolitan like Bombay, there's a different ways. You know, the intensity of business, the professionalism, the scope, the various things you can do, you know, it was unimaginable. Actually, it gave me a deep impact on my brain that, you know, this is what businesses,
Mm-hmm.
and always used to compare every time what they do, what's being done here.
Okay.
Used to advise and get scolding from them that don't come and teach me what is happening in Bombay. So that has been there. So in between, when I was in my college, I did little gigs, entrepreneur gigs. I was very interested. So we have family business of computer hardware peripherals. So I have sold computers and laptop myself by assembling them. Used to bring these spare parts from Vashi, Leamington Road in Bombay, and in my hostel room I used to assemble them and make some money out of that. I feel good about it. And other few gigs I did being an entrepreneur. So I mean, it is in my blood. It is in my blood. Seeing my other generation doing it and seeing the way the business is done in a big city. Those were three very big impact that always kept behind my mind. And when I got this opportunity to start Talentmatics in 2017, it was the best day in my life. This day in my life.
Wonderful. So you also made a mention that one of your friend from US helped you to start this business. What is that story?
Right. So when I came back from US for good in 2017, I was in a dilemma whether go back to job market or start something of my own. This was the best time because your mind was empty.
Okay.
You were at the verge of taking a right decision for yourself.
Okay.
So I called up a friend of mine who was my ex-colleague. I said, this is my status. I don't have anything. Do you have anything which I can work on? So he shared some opportunities for me of US market to work on. I've been on various ranks where I was actually handling teams. Now I came back as a recruiter.
Okay.
And I took it as a challenge for myself.
Wonderful.
I liked it. I delivered it. So this is how the entrepreneurial journey started for myself.
Wonderful. I think great. You summarized one coming from the young age, seeing around the family, doing your own gigs of selling the computer and relationship with your friend which helped you. Wonderful. Pritish, the second question comes to you. What were some of the challenges you have faced in the early stages of your business and how did you overcome them?
Certainly. So, first of all, when I came back from US after a good stint of mine as a talent acquisition head of a software company, the tussle in my mind was to go back to the job market or start up my own. This was the right time to take a right decision, which I did. I think I did take. So one fine day I was sitting and I called back one of my ex-colleague in US and I said, this is my position right now. Do you think I can do something while sitting here? And he passed on some business to me. And it was a great opportunity for me to start something of my own. So being on various roles in various capacity, I started back as zero as a recruiter.
Okay.
So that was the biggest challenge. My particular mind, I have broken my own shackles in mind that I can do this again. So that was the biggest challenge, I would say. But initial phase was good. But again, when we started growing up and when we had a couple of customers, it was now about the scalability was a challenge. To figure out the right team, right tools for yourself, and what you actually want to do, discovering what actually you want to do as a company, what will be your goals, what will be your vision. So figuring out and setting up was a little challenge because initially I was not very much aware of the market itself, how it works and how it happens because I was first time doing from the offshore to the other part of the world. So these were a few challenges which I had in initial days.
Wonderful. So in a summary, I would say you have to actually come back to the position which were there in the past to the present to deliver certain things.
Yes.
And scaling up was definitely a challenge for you.
Yes.
And you could overcome that over a period of time. I think wonderful approach, I would say, rather coming back and trying to see. Pritish, what are the key strategies or actions contributed to the most to your business growth and success?
At a certain stage, we were clear with mind what we want to do, how we want to shape up as an organization. So we cannot be generic. First thing was to be deep in domain focus, because since day one we did a lot of in the domain of manufacturing, engineering and automotive. That was the learnings, that kind of manpower we had. So thought of focusing on that and developing the it on the same lines. Also, there was a thought when we were working for North America, why not other part of the world? So that was always behind the mind, and today we are sitting and delivering in 12 countries. Third is relationship driven approach. I have seen the value of relationship, how it works. It kind of works miracles to me. Without a good relation, you can't expand. You need like-minded people who understand your services, you understand, who trust you. So that is very important point which we had, and we always inculcate that in our culture. Also, beyond all these points, it's important to have client-centric approach. It's a most competitive world right now. Things are changing very dynamically. How you are intact, how you are serving the purpose of your customer. So that was most important thing which I was foreseeing. I still foresee that how we can actually make the customer experience better every day. How we can be in many ways, I would say, whether delivering best of the talent, but at best of that cost and best at minimal time. So these are 3-4 focus areas. Also, to do this, I would say adapting new technologies, because you have to learn to post to achieve things, right? Have seen a lot of transformation, things coming from the world to knowledge-based work, then your AI-based work. So we have, as an organization, we have transformed ourselves every time. We have adopted technology. We have always considered technology as our partners, growth partners.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So I could catch up very important key strategies which you have noted. Number 1, domain focus. Number 2, not wait with one country but multiply. Relationship. You talked a very important thing. The relationship matters the most, but you can't stop at it. You need to have customer centricity to see that you are able to have a relation but deliver what is required to be delivered. And the 5th very important point which you have made a mention is be ready for a transformation. Be it about the technology, be about the new ways of working. I think fantastic inputs. Good. Thank you. Pritish, the next one for you, and a very critical one. I'm using the terminology 6M, and what this 6M is: man, material, machine, method, money, and market. So how did you manage your resources 6M during the initial phase of your business, and what advice would you like to give to the new entrepreneurs regarding 6M management?
Certainly. So I mean both all 6 M's are very important. As you said, first M is man, right? Man is about making a passionate team, a team which is hungry and just want to go and kill. It's very important to have a very instrumental team who shares the same kind of energy, passion for your business, or for their careers. It's very important. I see that if you want any organization need to grow, you have to have like-minded people, right? So this is one important thing about man. Material, I mean, in our business, material is our data. What kind of data processes are there, and what kind of knowledge capital we have. As I spoke in my earlier question about the knowledge we acquire of doing in particular domain. That's more important. How this I would say is my inventory. How I have impacted my inventory, how my team is using their core knowledge which they have done with one customer to other customers. And machine. So I mean, machine is something I feel that I've been always been in that don't overspend in systems.
Right.
Sometimes I have to see size of my team. If I put best of the system, whether I am impacting the efficiency of
Okay.
So I feel that you should have a very simplified process and systems which is required and mandatory for your business.
Absolutely.
So this is what I feel. So method is something you should have a standard practices, reports, where you can actually micromanage with those things about your business. At each touch point, you should have each touch point of people, your customers, your team, or probably anything which you have to bring in a new practice. So that will actually give a good clarity about where we are running in our business. Talking about the other end, money, which is most important, because cash is king. I would say you can't burn it like that. I've been very cautious about spending money. You can always be lavish, you can flaunt a lot of things, but I have done it what is needed. What is required. What is necessary, what is essentiality in business.
Absolutely.
I feel you have to spend it very wisely, because you have not only have to take care of the current time, but also you have to be futuristic about your because once you start spending, when there's a norm, then it's a norm, right?
Yes.
If you pull it back, it becomes a taboo for you.
Absolutely.
Then the market. So again, market is something which you have to decide, which we decided for ourselves where we want to operate in. It's more about what markets give you more success, more revenue, and how good you are in that market, how good you are able to service those things. So we have chosen few markets for ourselves, which we try to practice and better.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
I think you've given a major points which are pretty critical, and I summarize it in my own way to look at, you want men with a mission. Okay, that's very important. When you want material, focus and see what material is important for you. Like you said, your data. You talked about machines, and you always say that my machines which are there should be not very complicated, simple to understand. Wonderfully made a mention about the methods where you say micro focus would help me to look at the last level. Money, be judicious about spending the money, and market, have a 360-degree view to see that you are competitive on all the aspects. I think very well, kind of summarized, or you've shared your thought. This is very important for everyone who's into entrepreneurship and starting their new entrepreneurship. Wonderful. And okay, so the next one, what role the mentorship and networking play in your entrepreneurial journey? Can you talk about any significant connections or mentors that influenced you?
Certainly. So I mean, mentorship is just not a word for me. It means a lot to me, because I feel that for a businessman, probably I am sitting at top of my hierarchy, and of the hierarchy, and who is there to help me or mentor? I have to have a mentor, right? So it actually helped me to take right decisions, and sometimes you are in a critical juncture where you are not able to see where you are going. Mentors have shown us the path as well. What is the right path for your business? Because they come with experience, they have done those cycles which we are into right now. So I mean, the mentorship has played a very, very instrumental role in my career. I have a lot of mentors. One advice one of my mentors has given, and I always keep that in back of my mind, is don't chase everything. Build your own niche. Don't go for everything. Always keep that in mind. So that actually keeps me aligned with my goals. I've made a set of my goals. This is what I want to achieve. With that advice, it goes very well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and networking, networking is kind of, I would say, so it's a little story behind this. When I was doing my masters, I had this time when I had to decide between marketing and HR. And my dean came to me saying that, what you're taking up. I said marketing. He said, no, you have to go in HR.
Okay.
He actually turned my decision upside down 360 degree, and I was not aware. He said, you have huge potential to do that. So, and because he has seen me at college time, or probably whenever he has seen me, I have those skills to build relations, making networks. And as I have given you an example, this company was founded just because of my connection which I made earlier, the relation I made in. So that was this thing, And also when you're operating in so many geographies, it is not only that, you do organic business development. It all depends on our network, who knows you, who recognizes you, because it's very important for me. Somebody is actually having faith in my services, somebody is ready to utilize my services.
Got it.
So I mean that is very important. Although we have been very instrumental when it comes to networking, whether it's social media platform, we try to speak about ourselves. We try to let the world know what we have done today, whether it's a small thing or a big thing. We don't shy in sharing, because we feel that at some point of time, some of the other things touches anyone. This is what the philosophy is behind that. So it always gives when we do networking, we have a lot of brainstorming sessions with the people you meet, right? And it always give you a reality check as well.
Absolutely.
So these are few points I believe in both mentorship and networking, which we got benefited out of.
Very well said. You said mentorship is important because you are sitting on the top, and it is important that once you get mentored, many of the other lives are being impacted with that. Recently, I was making mention that I've attended a program at IIM Nagpur, and the whole title was given to this mentorship program as Margdarshak. So, and you said you at the critical juncture could get the direction. Very clearly said, yes, mentorship is very critical for everyone to look at. And to networking, you said very well. It changed, in fact, your career from going into the marketing, coming to HR, and ensuring that the relationship, which is a cornerstone of what you have built up today. Very well said. Pritish, this comes in as a concluding question for our interactions. And the concluding question, looking ahead, what are your future goals for your business, and what advice would you give to the aspiring young entrepreneurs hoping to achieve the similar success?
Sure. So I mean, biggest thing right now in mind is diversification in market. Seeing the turbulence in market, the market shifts, the market dynamics, how the world leaders are shifting their bases. It's very important to keep an eye on that, and you decide your goals accordingly. So while expanding globally, we have to see the right markets for ourselves and work on those right markets and right areas and right industries also, because we have actually white label few industries which we think we will be targeting in future. If I just name them, it's renewable or clean and green energy is one important sector which we see. Manufacturing has always been there, but now manufacturing with industrial automation has changed the dynamics.
Right.
So I mean, clearly see a difference in manufacturing. So that is also a key area which we always look for. Seeing the kind of things coming up, legal services, the legal industry is very big, which we have always focused in US market. We want to actually go ahead and do big in that market. So these are few areas which we want to work as a future focus. Importantly, we want to actually, like the world is doing, coming into AI, we actually want to make this the total technology-driven company. That's more important for us, because now it's all about time, right? If we are at right time at right place, again, it's a very back approval. Now it makes a real sense, in a tough and competitive market, right?
Absolutely.
So that is again a big focus for us, how we can actually, overall our system and beat our technology-driven company. Building strong partnerships is very important. How we build strong partnership is delivering, having that goodwill in market, right? You can't go to fetch business every year, right? You should have some long-term clients whom you can bank and who are your who they understand is your reliable partners. So building strong relations with your current and upcoming clients is very important in our agenda. One thing which is not there since now, which I want to add, is to make a social impact.
Okay.
Right? Our work is like that. We can actually create a lot of social impact by by going to very low level jobs. How we can actually help them that segment to grow, right? Identifying those jobs and doing a handshake for them.
Got it.
Without having any kind of financial interest. This can be kind of our into social line.
Absolutely.
So this is one thing which I always thought how I can do that. I try to do in my own ways, which is not in very large. Try to do in large ways, and I want to bring it out. So this is these are 3-4 areas which I feel I want to focus in coming time.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And to answer your next question, my advice to young entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a absolute delight that a lot of more and more people join businesses and come into a growth part of this country, because we need really good entrepreneurs.
Right.
Right. We have seen in recent cases like when China is doing a different level of innovations. Right. We want entrepreneurs who do innovations. Right. Who can actually come out and make difference. Right. So I mean, my advice is don't wait for perfect condition. Start. You navigate your path. And grow step by step. This is one important point. Focus on relationship. You've spoken about networking relationship. I mean, success is built on trust. So you have to build that with your clients, teams, mentors. So this is very important point. One important point: be resilient. Because you have challenges, right?
Yep.
Those are inevitable,
Yep.
right? But adapting that and is very important. That will set you up as a successful entrepreneur. That's what I see. If you overcome challenges, and you have paid for everything. I mean, you will grow, right? I mean, it's more important for me also right now. I take this advice for myself also, not only young entrepreneur. I have to invest on myself.
Got it.
Right? Because I have to keep learning, keep networking, and always have to be curious. That's very important for me. I always see those things in myself also, and that will be my advice to out there.
Wonderful.
Again, as I said, my last point, giving back is very important.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Giving back, if you have that kind of thing in back of your mind, whenever is the right time. I'm not saying start giving back and then start business, but it can run parallelly. I am sure whatever ways it goes, it can be. So these are few things which I feel are the best advice I can give right now.
Wonderful.
To anybody who want to come in this area.
Wonderful. I think you summarized it very well, or rather very important points, and few points which I captured. Number one, business is built on trust.
Yes.
It's really fantastic. Two, you've been harping throughout your interaction that relationship plays the major part in building your business. You talked about your plans of growth, finding more green patches to see that how you're able to navigate further. Number two, you said that ensuring that you be with the technology, create a technological aspect, and wonderfully said again is creating a social impact. Your advice to the new folks who want to come into entrepreneurship is again brilliant. Start, don't wait for the perfect time. The second, you said be resilient, and third, keep in mind the social aspect. And finally, what you said is the golden words for me is work on yourself, because if you are able to work on yourself, you will be able to make rest of the people to be benefiting. Thank you so much for your time, and pleasure to have a wonderful interaction with you. Thank you.